Welcome to episode 3. I'm extremely excited to have you here listening and really excited about episode 3. I feel like this year has already started out good for me. Launching my 3rd episode, feeling like I'm on track to push towards my goals is really, really exciting. Usually going into the year, I'm really, really motivated. I feel really, really good, but things kind of get in the way, right? And as things get in the way and I'm not making the progress that I feel I should be making, I get behind, I get overwhelmed, and then I say, you know what, maybe I should take some time off, rethink this, try to start out a little bit easier, and the plan just goes awry within the first 3 months. And I'm struggling to stay on track and try to reach the goals and really complicating things that should be easy. So going into the 3rd episode, recording it feels great. I feel like I'm on track, and 2026 is off to a great, great start. I'm excited about it. So let's do a quick recap before we jump into episode 3. We'll talk about episode 1 and 2, and then we'll start with episode 3. So January is the month of foundation, building a solid foundation to really create the most success that we've ever had and really amplify the excitement that we have going into the new year. Most of the time when we go into the new year, we're excited, we're motivated, we have these new goals, and things really start off good. But as the year goes on, in my experience, things happen, things knock you off track, you get frustrated, and then that excitement kind of dies, the motivation dies, and then you're left trying to pick up the pieces. So we really want to build that foundation in January to really amplify the motivation and excitement that we have so that we don't fall off track and we keep working towards those goals. So let's talk about episode 1. It was a focus on identifying the adversity that we are in control of. And those are our giants. A lot of the adversity that knocks us off track are due to the bad habits that we haven't fixed, and the undisciplined actions that aren't corrected, and therefore we keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again. Not to mention, they can be amplified by outside sources, and that really makes it difficult. So episode 1 was really about identifying those issues, creating really good habits, and really understanding what is in front of us from the start that we can see, fix those problems, have habits that counteract those problems, and we start off on a really, really good note. Then we jumped into episode 2, which was a focus on relentless focus. Saying no to the things that do not contribute to us being successful. That could be our own things that we kind of lean to, like binge watching TV shows, not committing to doing the things that we know we should do because we just don't feel like it, or it's too cold, or it's not enough time in the day, those type of things. Or it's outside sources, again, those family, friends that love us, that want to spend time with us and want you to give up the time that you have dedicated to reaching your goals to spend with them. And as I mentioned in episode 2, quantity of time is not as good as quality of time. So protect your time. Use it to the best of your ability to reach your goals. It will help the quality of time that you spend with family and friends be so much more enjoyable, because the quality of it is not distracted, not frustrated. You're on track, you're feeling really, really good, and then that time that you have for family and friends is so much more enjoyable because there's nothing in the back of your mind nagging you saying you should be doing this or you could be doing that. So really focus on that relentless focus and you will really jump into being successful in 2026. That leads us to episode 3. And today we're going to talk about routines. Routines are extremely important. It's something that I didn't have in my arsenal ever. I did a little bit, but I really didn't focus on creating routines that helped me be successful. And as I mentioned before, 31 days of action in December really helped me establish a routine coming into January where I am really on track to be extremely successful. Things are easier because of my routines. I know what I'm doing. I know when I want to get it done by, and I have daily actions that will get me there. And that makes all the difference in the world. So, sit down, strap in, and let's get ready to talk about routines. All right, are you ready? Here we go. Routines, why they're important. First and foremost, my thought process has always been, well, I'm going to retract that. My recent thought process has been that if I start my day for me, then the day already starts on a good note. And what I mean by that is if I wake up in the morning and it's to go to the gym, as cold as it may be, as tired as I may be, as frustrated as I may be, because I'm getting up early and I really don't want to, but I do it, I start the day off for me. In the past, I started the day off for someone else, whether it was time to get up and get the kids ready for school, it was time to get up and go to work. My day always started for someone else. And being a parent, kids are the most important thing. But if I'm frustrated and aggravated from the time that I get up because I know I have to get them ready, get them to school, then I have to get ready and I have to go to work and then I have to work and then I have to come home and I got to get the kids, that creates a whole bunch of frustration from the start of your day. So the start of your day isn't even good because you're already frustrated with everything that you know you have to do. So when are you going to fit some time in for yourself when you're already thinking about the loop of things that you've got to get done for somebody else? So I've always, I guess, retract that. Here recently, I've started my day off for me, and it has transformed the way that my day goes. No matter how bad it is, I know that I've already got that me time in, and it's not something that I'm trying to fit in between, for me, work and clients and family time and cooking and cleaning. I'm not trying to fit that in. It's the way I start my day. So it's done. Me is done. And so everything else after that is for someone else. And I can do that because I know I took care of me first. So it's very, very important to have a routine that puts you and your goals first. Now, I know for a lot of people, getting up in the morning and doing things may not be optimal, whether it be your schedule, whether it be the amount of sleep that you get. I know it's not optimal, but the time, as we talked about in episode 2, your time is your responsibility. And making the time for you to make strides to reaching your goals is your responsibility, not anybody else's. Nobody else is going to come in and help you do that. Now, I hope you can find people that will support that, family, friends, outside sources, but it's still your responsibility. So a routine helps you establish your me time, whether it be in the morning, whether it be midday, whether it be at night when everybody goes to bed. It is your responsibility to have that routine in place so that you are successful. And it will create success. You will find that it's easier to do things and take those steps to reaching your goals because It's planned out. It's there. I know at this time I have this to do, and I'm going to do it because I blocked out that time. Time is sacred. Time is valuable. Protect it. It's yours. It's your 24 hours. Now, there's a lot in that 24 hours that you have to do for other people, but it's your 24 hours. You can plan it for the most part, and you can find the time in there to reach your goals. It won't be easy, and it won't always be something like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do it today. You may dread it because it's on the schedule, and you're tired, and you're frustrated, and you had a really, really bad day. And it may be at the end of the day, it's the only time that you have to commit to what you're trying to accomplish. So that makes it really, really hard, because if you've had a bad day, the last thing you want to do is more work. You want to sit in front of the TV, relax, veg out, climb in bed, go to sleep the rest of the day away, and wake up tomorrow and hope it's better. And for me, that was my biggest problem. I used to wait to the end of the day to try and get my workouts in and try to work towards my goals. And I would be absolutely exhausted to the point where it would be like, okay, I'm just going to put it off. So for me, my routine starts in the morning. No matter how early I have to get up, my routine starts in the morning because my day starts for me. And even though I'm tired, frustrated, cold, don't want to move, that thought process helps me get out of bed because I know I've got to get it in. Because I know that it's for me. And if I'm not going to do for me, nobody else is going to do it for me. So creating a routine, one, helps you manage your time. Because you know if you schedule it, you need to do it. And you're making the time for it. And if you do that on a regular basis, creating that routine, you will find that it's easier to get it done. And as you accomplish more things, even on the bad days, you will say, oh man, you know what? I'm really, really tired, but let's get this done because I know I'm a little bit closer to accomplishing the goal I set out to accomplish. So when you're thinking about routines, you have to really consider what type of routine works best for you to create success. Some people can do a 90-day action plan. Some people, it's just simply journaling to keep you on track. Some people may actually have to have a planner and plan it out day by day, hour by hour. Whatever works for you, find it and use it. For me, it's monthly action plans. It keeps me on track. I know what the overall goal is, and I know from month to month, as long as I can accomplish something every single day, I know what the next month needs for me to continue to be successful. So that works for me. I also journal. I don't do it as often as I should, but I need to get back in the habit of journaling so that I can track my progress. Tracking your progress is probably one of the greatest tools and routines that you need to get into, because it is very easy to get off track and say, I'm not moving. What is going on? I don't feel like I'm moving. So having a daily journal saying, hey, I'm going to go to losing weight because I'm a personal trainer. Like I've said, I really wanted, my goal is to lose 50 pounds. Today, I didn't get strength training in, but what I did do was I substituted my strength training day for my cardio day, and I moved it around. So that way, I still get all my strength training days in. I just switched it up a little bit because today was a really, really bad day. From that, you get positive reinforcement that you're moving towards your goals. You had a problem and you found a solution. The next step in your journal would be, why did I not get the strength training day in? What prevented that? Was it the schedule? Was it too much work? Was it a family issue? Was it a personal issue? And you take that and then you come up with a solution to it, so that if it happens again, you can have a solution already in place to ensure that you stay on track. Now, the current solution, switching the days, may be the solution that you turn to every single time. But knowing that in advance allows you to stay on track, and you just don't skip the day, get off track, and get frustrated. So finding the routine that works best for you is really, really important. For me, it's 30 days of action. 30-day action plan going into the month, building off what I did last. That's what I've done with the 31-day action plan in December, and it's built the 30-day action plan, 31-day action plan in January. Each month is different. You're going to have a daily action plan, and that's what I built for. So by doing that, I'm building off each month. I'm staying on track. And as I journal, which I need to do more of, I build those mental reps of seeing success every single day, which then motivates me to do more. I'm so excited I can't even talk. I am so excited I can't even talk. It's really, really exciting for me to be where I'm at. Last year was a little bit of frustration. I didn't know exactly how I was going to approach 2026 after having a subpar 2025. But I'm excited. So excited I can't even talk sometimes. And that's a good thing. So bear with me. Bear with my excitement, because 2026 is going to be a good year for me. And I'm hoping through this podcast I reach some people, help them, and make 2026 good for them too. So back to routines. A routine should be simple and repeatable. A lot of times we overcomplicate routines. For some people, that works. Some people, planning out every hour of your day works. For me, it was kind of overcomplicated, and it made it very, very hard for me to stay on track because my schedule is so unpredictable. That's why starting the day for myself makes it a lot simpler for me, because as a personal trainer, I could have a client just pop up mid-morning and say, hey, do you have any time? And as a personal trainer, I want to get more clients in. I want to help more people. So yes, I make the time when I have it, even when that meant bumping myself out of my schedule because I really want to help people. So then I would bump myself out of my schedule. It would get late. I wouldn't take care of myself. Then there comes the frustration. So it was really important for me to find a simple and repeatable routine. And my simple and repeatable routine is making time for myself in the morning, starting my day for me. So you have to find that simple and repeatable routine that works for you. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't plan out 90 days of action knowing that your schedule will not allow it. That's just too complicated. You're going to be rearranging things all the time, trying to compensate for missed time and really cram things in, frustrating yourself and creating more problems than solutions. So make sure that it's simple and repeatable. And it may just be taking it day by day, but making sure you're doing something every single day. Because one thing a routine really helps you do is take that really big goal and condense it down into really, really small pieces. And once you find out that small pieces put together really help you reach your goals faster than if you try to do it in big chunks, you will really understand that the routine allows you to do minimal action and create great success. That's what the 31 Days Action showed me. I really thought when I went into it, I was like, this is something I'm going to try. I don't know if it's going to work. 31 days of action, what can it really do? It's just 31 days. And some of that action was simply just patting myself on the back. And I'm thinking, what in the world does patting myself on the back have to do with me reaching the goals that I'm trying to achieve? But it was incredible that little minimal action motivated me to be consistent. It created more discipline, and it really opened my eyes to see I'm not doing a lot every single day, but I'm getting closer and closer to where I want to be to start 2026. And from that point, I was like, let's just do it. Let's just jump into it 100%. Let's not question it anymore. Let's focus on it and let's do it. And to see where I started, to see where I've come so far, 3 episodes in to a podcast that I didn't even know if I was going to be able to launch on time. It's incredible. It's incredible. So make it simple and repeatable. It doesn't have to be big chunks. Make it small, make it easy. If you make it small and make it easy, it's easy to repeat. If you do make huge strides one day, that puts pressure on you to make it the next day and the day after that. That pressure can then get to you because there's always adversity that we can't foresee. There's always things in life that we can't foresee. And when those things interrupt, sometimes it's easy to say, oh my gosh, this is just too much. I thought I was going to be able to handle it, but it's just too much. I can't do it. When it's simple and repeatable, there may just be a day where you say, hey, I made it through today. This was a really, really tough day. I made it through it, and I'm still mentally thinking about where I want to be. And I understand that today may not have put me in a position to take a step forward, but it did put me in a position to take 3 or 4 steps back either. And that is success. So tomorrow, when I get up and I make that little bit of repeatable action in my routine, I know that I may have hit a pause point yesterday, but I'm right back on track today. And that is reassuring, it's motivating, and it keeps you focused on reaching all your goals in 2026. So make that routine simple and repeatable. I know I've said it over and over again, but I really want to hammer that home because we make things too complicated sometimes. And as we complicate things, that's when the frustration comes in. That's when we feel overwhelmed. That's when those outside sources can amplify those feelings and really knock you off track. And when you get off track, it's hard to get back on track when you see everything in front of you after you just went through a hard time. So, simple and repeatable routines that keep you on track, keep you motivated, whatever works for you. For me, like I've said, it's daily actions keeping me moving forward. All right. We're going to move on to something that kind of benefits you with the routine, and that's creating daily anchors. A daily anchor could be a mantra. A daily anchor could be that journal. A daily anchor could be you reaching out to somebody who understands what you're trying to achieve, talking about the frustration that you had either with the day, the week, the month, and them bringing you back down and letting you know how far you've come. Because I think we forget in the moment how far we've come sometimes. So a daily anchor can really anchor you to the moment and force you to realize, hey, I am farther than I was when I started. And this year's not over yet. I just got to get back to my routine. Got to get back to moving forward. And I'm going to accomplish this goal. So having that daily anchor is very, very important to staying within the routine that's going to create success. Like I said, it could be a mantra, something that you tell yourself daily. Hey, this too shall pass. It's not over yet. I will win. Those type of things keep you anchored to the moment that we're in and not looking out at the goal. Sometimes looking too far out creates anxiety, feelings of hopelessness. So staying anchored to the moment, where you currently are, focused on what you're going to do today, do tomorrow. It's important. And it helps you stay within the routine, and the routine then helps you reach your goals. Journaling is a daily anchor. It's really, really good, not only to show where you are, but to help correct things that consistently happen so that you have answers and ways to get around issues that continually come up in your daily life. A good example of that is one of the biggest issues that I had to really focus on my health was, as I said before, clients. Clients pop up, they cancel, and if I had, say, I had 3 clients in the evening, and I planned on doing my workout in between 1 or 2 of those clients. If everybody cancels and I'm at home, it was very likely that I wasn't going to get up for myself and go work out, despite having the time. But then I would think to myself, well, I'm already home. I haven't really seen my family. Why don't I just move it to maybe later in the week sometime? And I'll spend some time with my family. Which was good because we needed that time. But I was also mad at myself because I didn't get up and go. So it interrupted that time because in the back of my head, I'm having that battle with my subconscious saying, you should have gone. What were you thinking? You wasted today. Gosh, why didn't you do it earlier? You should have just went. And I'm having those arguments. Even though I'm present with my family, I'm having those arguments with myself. And then it interrupts the quality of time that we're having. So having that anchor and saying, you need to do this. This will help you be better. And using that journal as a way to counteract the issues that I was consistently having helped me decide that the morning was the best for me. Waking up for myself, working out, putting in that time for me to start my day was the best thing for me. And honestly, without journaling, I don't think I would have come to that conclusion because my brain would have told me, you're already working so much. Why would you get up earlier? You're just going to be tired. It's just going to create more problems. But through journaling, I was able to really sit down, break the problem down, understand why it was a problem, and then the solution was then presented to me in a way that I couldn't deny it. So journaling is probably one of the most important daily anchors you can do, and it doesn't have to be overly complicated. Like I said, make it simple and repeatable. How was your day? What could have gone better? How can you overcome the issue if it presents itself again? Those three questions, if you can answer those three questions on a daily basis, you will find that you will come up with solutions to problems that will arise and you won't get off track and your routine stays consistent. And that is really what's important. All right, we're going to finish up routines with the focused unleash daily actions. So as I built this podcast, as I built this system, I used myself as a guinea pig. And the 31 days of action is basically what Focused Unleashed was built from. And that is part of Focused Unleashed. So if you're looking for a system to put you in the best position to be successful, I highly, 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 highly recommend daily, monthly action plan. Each month you can build off what you accomplished the month before. You can break it down into small, repeatable actions, and you will build off of it every month, pushing yourself closer and closer and closer to reaching your goals. My goal for this podcast was to record 4 episodes each month with a daily action plan for the month. I'm on episode 3. Without it, I don't even know if I would have recorded episode 1 because it was too daunting. It was too overwhelming. You've got to record it. You've got to edit it. You've got to post it. You got to, there's so many elements that come with it, and it was just more work added onto my day that already seemed so busy and overwhelming. But the daily, monthly action plan helped me break it down into smaller pieces to where I know when I'm recording, I know when I'm editing, and I know when I'm posting. And it makes it simple. It makes it repeatable. And that's why I feel so good going into 2026 about everything that I'm trying to accomplish. Because everything has a routine. Everything has a day and a time that I'm doing. And I'm doing a lot in a day. And it's not a lot as far as the amount of work that I'm putting in to reach my goal. It's just I'm accomplishing a lot that compounds on a daily basis. So when I look back at the month, I'm like, gosh, I did a lot. But I didn't do a lot every single day. It was smaller pieces compounding to a lot of work. And that has really helped me. And what is really, really funny about it is, as a personal trainer, I know that. I design programs like that for clients. Smaller workouts to reach a bigger goal. And I never put 2 and 2 together. So I'm glad that I finally did. And it's something that I highly recommend. It is the Focus Unleashed Daily Action Plan. If you would like help putting a Focus Unleashed Daily Action Plan together, comment on this podcast. I will find a way to reach out, and I will help you design your Focus Unleashed Daily Action Plan to help you create better routines. Routines really amplify habits, and that will help you reach your goals. faster and more efficiently in 2026, allowing you not only to be successful, but create the most successful year you've ever had. I'm truly, truly excited about where I currently am, and I can't wait to see where I'm at in 3 months. I think 90 days is going to tell me a lot about how well Focused Unleashed is working for myself. And hopefully my success will then help you want to use this system to create more success in your year. So we're looking at the foundation. We're setting that up in January. We've already identified our giants. We have habits in place that are going to counteract the bad habits that we had, the undisciplined action. We're really honed in now, that relentless focus. We're going to say no to the things that do not contribute to us reaching our goals. And now we're going to start building those routines. If you've already built one, listening to this podcast, listening to things that I've said, hopefully have helped you find a way to really amplify the routines that you've already established so that you can really get moving forward, really get motivated, stay motivated, and start crushing those goals. Like I said, I'm so excited about where I'm at. I'm excited about this podcast. I'm excited about the potential of it. I'm excited about everything that I'm trying to accomplish and how far I've come in a short amount of time. So much so that I can't even talk sometimes on this podcast. It will get better. Please bear with me. But I'm extremely excited. So with that, I'm going to end episode 3. Let's focus. Let's be relentless. Let's accomplish our goals, small actions on a daily basis through the routines that we're going to establish. And let's make January a very, very successful month. As always, stay focused and be ready to unleash it.